How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white bitch get you 50 mil? You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million.
How does a man go from the top of the sports media world to fighting for his career and reputation? Shannon Sharpe, once an NFL Hall of Famer turned debate king, now faces a $50 million lawsuit, leaked tapes, and the media's cold silence. Is this the fall of a legend or a carefully calculated takedown? Stay tuned, because today we're unpacking every detail, every receipt, and every move behind this explosive case. By the end, you'll see this scandal through a whole new lens. And if you stick around, you'll hear some shocking facts about the people pulling strings behind the scenes. Let's get into it. Shannon Sharpe exposed, $50 million lawsuit and tape. This all blew up when Charleston White released a bombshell audio clip claiming to expose Shannon Sharpe. The lawsuit soon followed, Jane Doe stepping forward with a staggering $50 million claim, accusing Sharpe of abuse, manipulation, and threats. In the leaked tape, you hear a man's voice say, "You gonna make me fucking hurt you." The internet didn't take long to connect it to Shannon. Overnight, the man who dominated sports talk was now the center of controversy. But Sharpe's legal team struck back hard. They say this tape is cut and edited to frame him. They insist the relationship was consensual and that the woman behind the lawsuit is trying to destroy his name for a payout. So the internet split. Was this proof of guilt or a hit job meant to take down a rising media empire? Some believe that when you reach a certain level of fame, enemies start appearing out of nowhere. And for Sharpe, who was expanding beyond sports media into brand deals, new shows, and partnerships, the stakes couldn't be higher. The damage from leaked audio alone can be permanent, even before any courtroom ruling. This raises the question, was this lawsuit designed to collapse his empire in one strategic blow? Was Shannon set up? Charleston White reacts. Charleston White, known for calling out celebrities, didn't hold back. He claimed Sharpe's fame and success painted a target on his back. According to White, Sharpe turned his back on his community, got cozy in Hollywood, and now he's paying the price. White pointed out how the timing seems too perfect. Sharpe's show, Club Shay Shay, was dominating YouTube. His interviews were going viral, and he was on top of the game. And just as the big contracts and endorsements were rolling in, boom, the lawsuit lands. Charleston even joked that Sharpe got played by a woman who knew the Hollywood playbook better than he did. The message was clear. When you step into the fame machine, you better be ready for the price. His words hit hard, and fans started wondering, is this really a random case, or is there a strategy behind this takedown? Many believe this follows a pattern we've seen before. Just when black media figures start gaining mainstream power, controversies seem to find them. Was Shannon Sharpe's rise threatening to the existing media hierarchy? Charleston White's comments suggest that Sharpe became vulnerable the moment he mixed with Hollywood elites, making him an easy target for powerful forces with money and influence. $50 million shakedown? Sharpe's legal nightmare. Now let's break down the lawsuit itself. Jane Doe claims their relationship started normal but turned violent and abusive. She says Sharpe isolated her, threatened her, and assaulted her multiple times. She even claims he secretly recorded them without consent. But Sharpe's side isn't staying quiet. They've shared screenshots of texts showing Jane Doe calling him babe, making flirty jokes, and even asking to come over after the alleged incidents. His lawyers are calling this classic extortion. They say the woman tried to blackmail Sharpe when the relationship ended, demanding money in exchange for silence. And who's representing Jane Doe? None other than Tony Buzbee, the same lawyer who led the high-profile cases against NFL players like Deshaun Watson. Buzbee's known for using the media to pressure big settlements before cases ever reach court. This has led fans to call it what it looks like, a $50 million shakedown, not a genuine search for justice. But here's the twist. $50 million isn't just compensation. It's enough to bankrupt a celebrity brand. It's enough to force networks like ESPN and brands to cut ties. Legal experts are already calling this lawsuit suspiciously high for a civil claim, designed not just to seek damages, but to create fear and force settlement. This is where things get dangerous, when civil lawsuits turn into public assassinations before any evidence is proven. Fame turned on Sharpe, lawsuit in silence. As soon as this lawsuit made headlines, ESPN and other networks went silent. Sharpe quietly stepped back from First Take with no major statement, no big defense, just a sudden disappearance. Charleston White wasn't the only one who noticed. Fans across YouTube, Twitter, and Reddit pointed out that the same celebrities and influencers who cheered for Shannon's rise went dead quiet when things got ugly. No public support, no statements, no solidarity. This is the dark side of fame. When you're on top, everyone wants to ride your wave. But when scandal strikes, you're left alone to face the storm. Sharpe, who built an empire with viral interviews and smart takes, is now seeing how quickly the machine that lifted him up can turn off the spotlight. It's a hard lesson, but one that's played out before with countless other stars. And now, Shannon is living it in real time. The silence from his allies is deafening. It suggests that media corporations and brands care more about protecting their image than standing by their talent. The speed at which Sharpe was sidelined is proof that in today's fame game, you're only as good as your last headline. And right now, that headline is spelling disaster. Leaked audio and $50 million trap. Truth revealed. Now let's go deeper into that leaked audio. Sharpe's legal team insists it's a short, edited clip taken from a longer conversation, designed to sound incriminating without context. They're demanding the full recording be released to prove the truth. But here's the bigger issue. In 2025, we live in a world where deep fakes, voice cloning, and viral manipulation are real threats. So the question is this clip legit evidence, or is it weaponized influence meant to destroy a man's career before the facts even come out? Even Charleston White, while clowning Sharpe, admitted this looks like a media takedown strategy. File a lawsuit, leak something viral, and let public opinion decide before the courts ever do. Right now, with $50 million at stake and Sharpe's media empire on the line, every detail matters. The texts, the audio, the timing, it all points to a bigger story. Was this case ever about justice? Or has it always been about money, influence, and taking down a man who was becoming too powerful in the media game? Legal analysts say this lawsuit is playing out in two courts, the court of law and the court of public opinion. In this era, public perception often decides careers long before judges do. For Sharpe, winning in court might not be enough if his brand has already been destroyed in the process. And that's the real trap, losing before you ever get to defend yourself. So now I ask you, is Shannon Sharpe guilty of everything he's accused of? Or is he the latest target in a calculated setup designed to destroy him when he was at his peak? This case is bigger than just Shannon. It's a warning to every celebrity, influencer, and public figure about how quickly the system can turn against you. While fans argue online, the truth is still tangled up in claims, leaks, and power moves. And until the full story comes out, everyone's left guessing. But I want to hear from you. Is this a shakedown, a setup, or is Sharpe finally facing consequences for past actions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more real talk and breakdowns they won't show you on TV, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because trust me, this story is far from over. Stay tuned because we're just getting started.